Earth of Rayclast rejects the dead. The black spirit of storm and dream now reaches into the ground and raises up our slain imperial foes. It leads the fallen from their graves and drives them to fight us beyond the end, rotted tooth and jagged nail. Our own remembered have joined their cursed ranks. No longer may we give our beloved to the birds, messengers of spirit to the sky, conveyors of flesh to the earth. Calm has commanded us to destroy our remembered with axe and fire. Calm is the bravest of us, willing to bear the ire of the ancestors for the survival of his people.
A lot of superior stuff.
They are not Karui.
Technically, I don't need you here. That's not working. You're just kind of in just a level at this point. So Ancestor Protector could also be off somewhere. So we could go down like that. And swap this. And then Ancestral Protector can just sit there. Okay. So much fire and noise. Voice acting reminds you of Blood Omen. Blood Omen. Is that one of those vampire games? I don't know, but for some reason you said Blood Omen, my mind immediately went to Vampire the Masquerade. I don't know why. Legacy of Kain. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no thanks. You bet I popped my armor shield for that real quick. 18% on a bow, absolutely. So like this map, it's a bit bright, so you have a really hard time of seeing. Not the best sometimes. Ooh, another essence thing. Oh, hi. Handled. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, no, pass.
Of all the methods I employ, this is perhaps the cruelest, causing my victim's body to shrink on itself, crushing bones and rupturing organs till the pressure inside bursts the sack of fleshy skin, spraying its contents for all to see.
Alright, Pinter. Well, that's a strange scientific fact. Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, though. Didn't you know Santa was a vampire? I didn't. That was almost sexual with the accent and stuff. The absurdly thick German accent, that's
The black spirit
it's tough to understand.
infects living flesh and bone. The animals suffered first. Their bodies changed, their eyes filled with a hatred of mankind that is beyond instinct. Now it is we who must bend and bow like saplings before the sea-born gale. The firstborn of the kingdom of Kaun greeted us this day. The firstborn of the kingdom of Kaun was buried this day. Even our children are not spared the Black Spirit's touch. What have we done to enrage Rayclast? We look to Kaun. Our king will lay the spirit of this land at peace.
The Black Spirit. Lavianga speaks of Kitava, father of corruption.
A lot of wild flavored text. Okay, Cassia, you need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, I hear you, I see you, I recognize your existence. Just stop. Just stop right now. Kieran, hello, how you doing? Personally, doing just okay. My throat's a bit rough, my skin feels a bit ugh. I think I'm getting sick. Otherwise, I'm doing alright. I'm also tired. Still thinking about another coffee. Alright, so what do we got here? 2 nodes. Doing okay. They're completely portal camping. Oh shit, there's more up here. Fuck, I didn't even notice that. These nasty assholes with their arrows just accidentally hitting it. I think we lost. I think they got through down here.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, pumps broke. Damn. Okay. I didn't even notice that path up there, and with that being a lot of archers, that's... ugh. Okay. Next time. We'll do better next time. Sounds like I need something to get my liquid levels back up. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water. That helps a bit. What is with this waypoint location? What? Oh, okay, right up here. Yeah. You find being a complete shut-in helps a lot. Yeah, I haven't really been outside recently though, like, I don't know where it's coming from. I feel like other people are bringing it into me, you know? I need just my own bubble. Be a bubble boy. Yoink. Okay, that needs to be increased. Like, I can't see that at all. There we go. That's nicer.
I cannot carry this.
I want a power ring for more max mana. Maybe. Maybe. More life gain on kill and increase elemental damage with attack skills. Well, that works out quite well. Yoink.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh shit. The Fawn. And that is Kitava, I think? No, Nivali.
Thank you for freeing me. The Mother of Death likes to play these little tricks on me.
There's coins you can pick up and you give them to her and she reads you a prophecy thing that'll come true at some point. She'll be like, oh, you'll go here and you'll kill 7,000 burning skeletons, and when you go to that place there will be 7,000 burning skeletons for you to kill there. That's it. Kind of cool because some of them are like, you'll upgrade an item and like it'll just be 20% quality. Oh, okay, sure, nice. So you just do that and it saves you a bunch of time, because then you can use that on a yellow item and get up to 20% real quick, rather than having to downscale it back to white to upgrade it to bring it back up to yellow.
A slave is not a man. A slave is not even worthy of death.
A lot of her prophecies are just garbage, though. Can she tell me the lottery numbers? Maybe. Maybe that's the thing. So is that like the only font, or was it just a font with the title The?
Fate away.
Stay sharp.
Does anybody really know? Yeah. Identify. Sell. Superior, superior, superior. Superior, leather cap. Sell it. And a nailed fist. Man. Increased damage, adds physical, adds cold, life gain on kill, mana gain on kill, a bit of lightning resistance, and you but just buy base because it's a nailed fist, gain life for each enemy hit by attacks. Fuck. Okay.
Stay sharp out there.
There's that. I think I've got an old rings to sell to you too. We should soon start selling some of these, because there's a lot. Medium life, small mana, medium mana. Yeah, iron ring, superior coif. Oh yeah, when did I pick up ground slime? Okay. I don't really care about it though, so I'll sell that with the iron ring, and I'll get, I think, a fancier-ish type ring.
Take care.
Melee splash support. Supported skills do splash damage to surrounding targets. They deal 50% less damage to the surrounding targets, and 3% more melee splash area of effect. I think that's the number that goes up as it levels. Can be applied to Molten Strike somehow. I don't know, maybe for Ancestral Protector, but he already seems to maybe do a bit of splash damage. And 26% of physical damage as extra fire damage, which is quite nice. Because Molten Strike right now I think takes some of my damage and turns it into fire. This just takes some of the physical damage and adds it as fire on top of the base damage that it does. So, always cool to have. But mana multiplier will cost 20% more mana. And you can see that that requires level 10 and 21 strength. So we're finally starting to get to the things that require attributes to equip them. I think I'll take the added fire damage is probably a pretty good bet. I can't fit it anywhere though. So you just sit there for now.
Yes?
Yeah, 5 resistance ring. Right, okay.
Farewell.
Another small vendor recipe. I don't really care about that though. I'll probably just sell that. Actually.
While we live, we are blessed.
Thanks anyway though. Creation, scrolls. Another whispering essence, alteration, shard, orbital augmentation, orbital transmutation, armorous thing. And we get to do this mini game. The goal is 40%, but what I tend to do, because I'm a bit lazy, is I just throw it all on. And I see like, okay, 2 scroll fragments, 2 whetstones, so we can get rid of stuff. A little bit more, 2 whetstones. Let's see about getting rid of something small. Like that. Alright, no. Something large. So like that, we'll throw in a 7. That's not enough. No, that's not enough, so we're pretty close to it. Already, the threshold. There we go. Save 2% there. That won't work though. That will. So there. It's good enough. It's easier than doing the maths.
Yes?
Okay, that was just... Okay, so we're already kind of already there because these didn't give me a new scrap. But together they add up to already be almost 30%, so we're just over already. Oh, just under now. There.
Goodbye.
Good enough. Works with anything that has quality, whether it be skill gems or potions or armor and weapons. Weapons give you the blacksmith whetstones for weapons. The armor gives you the armor scraps for armors. The gem ones give you the glassblower baubles, I think, for gems. And potions give you some other shit and think for potions. But finding quality potions and quality skill gems is pretty rough. Go to what? My god, Cassia. Hi, hello. Shut the f up. Chase. Clear the area a bit. Looking good. So what do we got? 2 of them again. Have some dudes. And some cold. It looks like they're both down here though, so that's good. Some dudes. And some dudes. Just flood the area with dudes. Oh, somebody over there really hurts. Two jeweler's orbs and a cone helmet for just armor. Oh. Going. Cone helmet, just armor. 2 reds though. Really, I'd like to have at least 3 reds. I'll take it to sell though. I think the music's quite good. It applies to doing something more heroic than tower defense. More heroic than just standing there at a fork swinging blindly and hoping for the best. Yeah, I suppose. Casting once reserves modded to carry a banner, increases accuracy of nearby alloys and physical damage taken by nearby enemies. Gains stages by killing enemies while carrying it. Casting again places it, ending the mana reservation. Once placed, it becomes more powerful for each stage gained. Ah. Well, maybe? And Raging Spirit is just a short-lived Flaming Skull thing. I did his Raging Spirit build once upon a time. That was quite fun. With the Necromancer build, it just floods the screen with just everything. Skeletons, specters, flaming skulls. It's nuts. And this thing is really big for just 11%. I might drop that. Identify these. Don't care too much. And definitely don't care. Okay. So maybe War Banner? Maybe at some point I just like throw it on for a buff. Increase accuracy rating, nearby enemies take a bit more damage. I gain a stage when killing an enemy. "10 seconds after being placed." Like I could place it for like a boss or something like that, you know? I don't know, maybe I can make that work. Where was yeah, Heavy Strike? I'll get rid of that. I'm not using that at all. So there, War Banner reserves a small amount of mana. 14 mana is being reserved, so my mana can't go higher than this until I place the banner. And there's its AoE. Okay. Cool. So we'll like throw it down for a boss and it'll be its God, probably by then like already at its max stage, and it should be pretty effective. What's that? More life, max life, some strength. Yeah, let's start heading down the road here to get around to this grouping of things before it's too late. Some of these guys are probably pretty cool to take a look at some point. There's another health thing, another health thing. You can tell by the heart that's in the center generally what it is, another health thing. All of this is... Enemies can't leech life from me. Ooh. Interesting. Unwavering stance. I can't evade enemy attacks, but I also can't be stunned, considering I'm not really stacking evasion at all anyway. I somehow have 92 evasion rating, so I have a 24% chance to evade. I didn't realize I had so much. Something we could maybe get. The passive tree has these really large ones around the side. My hits can't be evaded, but I never crit. Just kind of like, I think they're called capstones because they're like the key to a certain build that you're doing. Is there a way to get the full skills list? You mean like skills, or do you mean passives? Because skills, like gem skills, the wiki has cool lists. For passive skills, you'd have to go to just like, I think PoE builder or something like that, some passive tree building thing, and just look around and click stuff that sounds interesting, and it gives you a rundown on the side of everything that you've got. Which, that's a bit shit, that like, there's still, as far as I know, no way to plan stuff out on this. You can search for things, but you can't plan things. And I was under the impression that they'd be adding that at some point, but as far as I know, it hasn't been. So it's like, you sort of have to do a third-party website and build a thing there and plan it out there and see what everything is down the road, and... Which, that's a bit shit. I really wish they'd integrate something like that just into the game. Plan, mark certain areas with stuff, and also give me a rundown of what everything is currently. Our damage is quite okay for now, though. Pretty happy with that. Hello, other shrine. Shrines are hostile and affecting enemies until I grab them. So now I've got it. Now it's my freezing shrine. Mwahahaha. Oh, chromatic. Yoink. Okay, that's enough. Banner stage 50? Jesus, that gets high.
In the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might be shackled by the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and glory. The future is yours, if you're bold enough to reach out for it.
Oh, what? Too risky. The FF10-2 tree? Like Zodiac Age or whatever it was with the whole job thing. Because it's kind of like a mix between that and also something from Dynasty Warriors. Because I think the Dynasty Warriors for the longest time had the type of thing where here's this massive skill tree of stuff. And you're like going through and it's just like, oh, here's just like, you know, a bit of strength here and there, and oh, there's this, and just like little incremental things that looked way more impressive than it really was. Man, fucking Dynasty Warriors. There was a new Dynasty Warriors that came out last year? Question mark? Maybe? Anybody know? I like those games a lot. It's kind of like a job tree, but it was just the skills from the jobs. Ah. So there's that. We'll get to doing that later on. If I find all of these things, we can do this like crazy labyrinth type deal down the road. And completing those throughout the game give me fancier, little, smaller passive skill trees that I can really use to customize and fine-tune my build. Because I totally have a build going on and absolutely know what I'm doing with it. Uh-huh. But that'll be a while. Dynasty Warriors 15, Samurai Warriors 17? What? Jesus, that many. Could be a bit off, but it's been a long time since you played FF10 or 10-2. I played kind of recently. I don't know, Zodiac Age on Steam. Is that 10? 12? I'm not sure. But small grids for costumes like 6 notes on an average, no? That doesn't sound familiar to me, so I think I played something different. Have a totem, you fucks! Go, 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 go! Just slugfest between two tanks. Ow. He gets the last laugh, though. Zodiac Age is 12. Okay, that's the one that I played. Hi, Cassia. Oh my god. So healthy, this guy. The one with the blonde... Zodiac Aegis 12, the one with the blonde twink that wants to be a pirate. It's a sky pirate or an air pirate or something. And not the one with the blonde twink that has father issues. Okay. Vaughn, I think. Okay, 3 of them. One of them's in that doorway. Have some dudes. Have some dudes. We don't have a path going anywhere else. Just this guy forks a bunch. New routes. Okay, yeah, down here. Got it. Just more dudes. Always more dudes. More dudes. Oh. Better dudes. Okay. So man, they get pretty fucking fast without the frost. I gotta keep that in mind. Superior Smite. Melee attack causes lightning to strike a targeted location or nearby enemy, dealing damage in an area. If the melee hits a target, that enemy cannot also be hit by the area damage. If the skill hits an enemy, you gain an aura buff, granting me and my allies additional lightning damage for a duration. Ugh. That's a busy one. Maybe. I'm quite happy with what I've got, though. Superior Sword. Nothing else there. Nothing else there. Orbs of Fusing. Sure. Iron Circlet to sell. Superior Iron Gauntlets to maybe use. Get rid of that longsword. It's massive for 11%. Increased dexterity adds a little bit of cold damage. Increased armor. Doesn't really matter. About 6 more life. Some cold resist. Life gained for each enemy hit. That's kind of cool. And increased recovery. I'll take that. Yoink. And what else do we have? Chainmail vest, armor, energy shield. Technically, that's what I'm after. Iron circlet to sell. That's a chromatic there, so I'm keeping it. 7%'s not great. Ugh, man, what a mess this is. No. Oh, God. Misclicks! All the time misclicks. There. And you there. And there. There. Okay, so that section's clean. There's another chainmail vest, and we have a spot left now. Poof. Okay. There's a bag of holding we need to write. Jeez. Like those old school RPGs where you could put bags within bags. And then fill those bags with other bags filled with other crap, and eventually just turns into a black hole in your inventory without you realizing it, and everything's just gone. Knockback support. Well, I want knockback. I'm not sure. Maybe. Careful when unzipping, but you want to crash your PC. D&D where you just fill one with rocks and throw it at a dude. Or God forbid you open up a bag of holding underwater. You're fucked. Ocean be gone.
I cannot carry this.
I can't carry a single orb. Okay, yeah, we're going back to town. God damn it. Stash away. Knockback support, I guess. Smite? Probably not. I'm not really going lightning. And fucking heavy strike. I'm just gonna sell that. Summon Raging Spirit, we can sell that. The PoE amulet was regen rate. You know, generally, yeah. I do have a lot of mana issues, but I don't think that little bit's gonna help me any. We'll see. Superior, 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 superior. Also superior. You're just some gloves, you're just a helmet. You're chromatic. And superior. Alrighty. I think that's a fairly high up one, maybe. Yeah, okay.
Very well. Hello.
And she is updating her stuff. Smash the ground to bring forth multiple spears to damage enemies. When in blood stance, multiple spikes burst from the ground in sequence, able to hit enemies multiple times. In sand stance, the spikes are thrust outwards. Requires sword or axe. I'm in blood stance by default. Okay. Fucking exchange, that's a new one. There's cleave. Spell totem. Supports spell skills that are not triggered. Instead of casting that spell, I summon a totem that casts a spell for me. Yeah. Blind, chance to flee, stun, knockback, melee splash, accuracy, life gain on hit, added fire damage. Like all these I can buy. And from the vendor, they level kind of sort of with me a little bit. So that's why like finding skill gems out in the world isn't really that awesome to me, because it's typically just really low level, then you gotta go through the process of leveling it, and ugh. I can't wait till I get some more supports on that thing. Like a double strike type thing going on with it, or something. Lower prison. Yeah, right? No. This is back. That totem dude is still pretty strong too. I like that a lot. It is a shame that I can't get him to use a different ability though. Lower prisons where they keep the real bad dudes. Well, actually on the opposite, upper prison's the scarier part. I can kill your dudes all day, yo. You just keep resurrecting them, see what happens. Unfortunately, you don't get experience for a resurrected guy, nor additional loot. I've tried. Can't think of a prison nowadays without thinking about Cataclysm DDA and its prison scenario. Start the game handcuffed with zombies all around. I still gotta check that out at some point, Cataclysm DDA. What the fuck, this entire section? Who makes a prison like this, huh? I want names. There you go, silver coin for the prophecy looty. Grab that. One of those pre-packed versions with graphics. Stream and YouTube will appreciate not having to stare at ASCII. Yeah, it comes with, like, there's 2 downloads. One of them's just the ASCII, and the other one's, I think, got the graphics. I forget what it was called. But are there any other texture packs, like third-party ones that I have to go through and check out? Like, is there one that everybody ever uses? Superior large monoflask, yes please. Superior short bow, 9%. Meh. I think like 10% might be my current goal. Unless it's a ring or something really teeny tiny. So many summoners. There are a lot of people in this prison. Jeez. Moss Shriek? 3 S's in a row really threw me for that one. Wow. Moss Shriek. Does this reset my charges if I zone change? No. Okay, good. Boss time.
Your brawn is about to meet its match, Brute. Give the Warden my regards.
Okay, Piety, I will.
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lionel is dead. His legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman, and child from Lionel's wash at the foot of our axiom.
She's very quiet.
Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench their thirst with Kaluri blood when our mighty warden delivers his judgment upon them.
Be a horror.
Hello.
I will show you what true horror is.
And boss fight over.
Your spirit is the plaything of the ancestors, slave master.
How much space do I have? Oh yeah, plenty. So Pine Buckler definitely to sell. Light Brigandine Armor Evasion, we'll sell that. Corroded Tower Shield with 3 ringed lead. 3 linked red. Max life plus 1 level to socketed melee gems. Nice. Increased armor, life gain when I block, chance to avoid being stunned, and then some stun and block recovery. Quite cool. Steel skin and ruthless support, because we're not using those. Those get out of here. Fucking drop that. I don't care about that at all. So Molten Strike with Ancestral Call. And I guess for now Ruthless. And then maybe we can get something else kind of cool set up here in the chest plate. Perhaps. And the rest of this, I guess I'll take because we're pretty close to a way shrine. So I'll take it just to sell. Well, that was quite neat. New shield, yo. Like a proper shield.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lion Eyes Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need, dear Chevron,
No, okay.
you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lion Eyes Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thormetic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to install the gem in the prepared flash and close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and you're patient with it. Trust in the bountiful talent of yours, Sharon. My thoughts are with you, Malachi.
I hear you. I hear her. She's nearby. Ungloth. Hi. Are you new?
I cannot carry this.
Okay. It's not working, whatever you are down there. Trying to cast lightning up a cliff. What you thinking? Yeah, I need some form of mobility attack. The one I really like is I think it's a green skill gem. It's just a simple dash. I really like that because it's like instant. There's no cast animation for it at all. You just blink. It's great. I think I get one soon though. Just change the map key. One of these days I'll get used to it then. Something like that. We got just the 2.
It's put out new mycelium. Ugh, new roots.
Another path up here. Okay. Keep them chilled. Cool. Yeah, it's really nice to be able to just like throw it into my totem and just ignore it basically. I like how that one just leapt into the fire and died. That was pretty satisfying. So, inventory is completely fucked, so I'm going to just TP because I'm lazy. There's a waste shrine really nearby, but oh well. Everybody wants to talk because I took out the warden. Anything else yellow to sell? And then superiors in. Not many superiors this time around. Mostly just garbage because I was gonna waste shrine real quick and head back. Alrighty. Well, silver coin I'll keep. We'll throw that at her, see what happens.
For some, death is welcomed with open arms. Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice or mercy?
That's new.
Only you know the answer to that one.
I can like I could have buffs and stuff on control and key press. It's like a second little. That's neat. When'd that happen? Jeez. And we'll keep a lot of this unidentified because, except the ring. Okay.
God hasn't abandoned us.
Seek prophecy.
Blue tendrils envelop, breathing life into the beautifully inert.
I'll use an orb of transmutation on a ring or amulet and it will gain a life mod. And there we go. If I really like this one and I want to give it to another player, I can spend 3 silver coins to seal it and seal the fate, and then I can trade it. There might be like a few that are worth an actual amount to other players, but I don't think there's many. There's so many garbage prophecies. Shield charge. Charges at a targeted location or enemy, pushing away enemies in my path and repeatedly dealing offhand damage in a small area in front of me. I deal the damage in a larger area when I reach the target. The further I travel, the more damage I deal, and the greater my chance of stunning enemies. Can't have multi-strike. Leap slam. Jump into the air, damaging and knocking back enemies with your weapon where you land. Enemies you would land on are pushed out of the way. Requires axe, mace, scepter, sword, or staff. Cannot be supported with multi-strike. And rallying cry. Increase damage and mana regen of the user and nearby allies. Yeah, leap slam. Some mobility in some way at all whatsoever. Okay. Mwah. And continue on over. And then quickly get back to where we were, because I think like between 5 and 11 minutes or something like that, like at some random time, the area will automatically reset. Oh, there's perforate if I wanted to try that out. Sounds pretty wild. Blind support might be worth hanging on to. Claw, bow. Nah, not really. Okay. Yeah. Really just for mobility. It's nothing that I'm ever going to use for like damage or anything like that, although you totally could. I just like it so I can get around. Was a plate vest not a rainbow socket? I think I was missing a link. Yeah, missing a link there between the green and the red. So that would sell for just whatever the modifiers are when I identify it. Very close. Good eye, though.
Isn't everything brute?
No, piety, no. I have to find another way now. Shit. Fucking, it's not M, and then I'm like, oh shit, that must have been the wrong button, so I hit N for map. What? What? EverQuest has ruined you when it comes to choosing classes to play because of how it handled magic and martial classes. The martial classes had nothing but auto attack and maybe like a kick or something, while magic classes had all their fun spells. And you know, Asheron's Call was the same deal though. Like, you got this really cool magic system going on, and then if you're melee, it's just kind of like, eh. Like, oh, well, I guess I'll go for really quick attacks in their face, or, oh, I'll go for the legs because it's an Ulthoi, and it's just... That's it. It was pretty lame. But you needed them. Had to have them. Oh yeah, my banner. Put that back on. I forgot to put that back on after the Warden. Asheron's Call, haven't heard of it. That was the first MMO that I played. Came out in like 2000, 2001. It only recently died off, and there was talk about them opening up the game and making it just like open source or something like that, so you could host your own Asheron's Call server. There's also Asheron's Call 2, but that wasn't nearly as good, from what I understand. I never checked it out. The big thing was that you could play like many different races of stuff. So you could like actually play as a Lugian giant and all that. It was very much an open world MMO. Like, there weren't any quests at all. You could maybe find like a scarlet letter that told you like, oh, in this cave such and such and that, and you know, like, you kind of had quests that way, but nothing officially tracked. And it was typically just go around, do your own thing. If you were really looking for something to do that's like relevant to the story at its current state, you'd pay money to a town crier. The more money you give, the more detailed info they'd give, but it was all basically just in riddles. Looking up now and you're sad you totally missed it. Dude, it was fucking great. Had a lot of the, a lot of developer community interaction. Like, at one point in time, this massive demon called Baal Zeron was summoned. And he started off, his introduction was him throwing a massive fucking meteor at the sun that was slowly getting closer and closer every day until players figured out how to stop it. And it was wild because, like, he'd walk into a town and he'd threaten to destroy it unless everybody pledged allegiance to him. And in that game, like, if a town goes missing, it didn't really matter. There weren't quest NPCs at all. It's just some fucking town. It didn't matter if it got razed to the ground or not. So he'd be like, pledge allegiance to me, or I'll raise this town to the ground. And it's being controlled by a dev the entire time, which is just fucking awesome. So people would because they kind of want to keep the town because it's a cool town and that's just where it's convenient and stuff and it's what they know, they would pledge allegiance. So what would then happen is the guild system in that game was a monarchy type thing where the person at the very tip top would receive trickle up experience from everybody below. So long story short, people would be pledging allegiance to him and he's like in his own monarchy right now. And he'd just be getting absurdly fucking strong by just existing because a portion of all the players' experience would be going up to him eventually. It's like a massive pyramid scheme. It was kind of wild. Ship graveyard. It's tab, damn it. I think we're okay to go to ship graveyard. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything here. And when I'm talking about typically any sort of like cool in-depth crafting system, I tend to refer to Asheron's Call because of the way that their spells worked. You'd have...
Mother of the dead, is this your land I walk upon?
You'd have like up to 7 slots to put reagents for spells. And some of them being like plants, some of them being tapers, one of them being like a vial of some form or something. And depending on what you put in and what combination you put it in would affect how the spell would work in the end. And simpler spells didn't require all 7 slots, the really fancy ones definitely did. And you'd have something like, oh, you know, this red herb thing typically seems to be doing a drained life, but if you end up putting in like a blue herb thing with it, or with this particular taper, you can modify it a bit so it instead gains life, and other stuff would tell it whether or not it's an AoE or a giant like volley type cast thing that you do, or whether it's a cast on self or whatever, you know. It was a lot of fun just experimenting and seeing what the hell you can make, and sometimes it wouldn't really be a valid combination, or other times it would seem to not be a valid combination because it would the spell would just fizzle, and that could be because your skill's not high enough or because it's just not a valid thing. So it could be that you found some crazy combination that's actually a really fucking powerful spell, but you just wouldn't know it at the time. It was really cool. I loved it. Way too much for most players though, so they ended up doing away with it, and it just turned into find a scroll, read the scroll, and you know the spell. But man. It did a lot of really cool things. It also did some things really fucking badly though, like when you die, you lose everything that you had on you. It's on your corpse. You have to go get back to your corpse. So whatever killed you, you have to get back to it and try to get your corpse back, this time without any fucking gear. And to make things worse, there's a vitae penalty. The more you die in quick succession, the higher the vitae penalty gets. So not only are you buck-ass naked unless you had really specific gear, your attributes would be lowered also. So good fucking luck killing whatever killed you before, because now you're significantly weaker, and to undo the vitae penalty you'd have to get so much experience to undo it and get back to normal. There were certain specific pieces of gear that would stay on you when you die. I forget what they're called, but the one that comes to mind the most was the Greater Shadow Armor, which required an absolute immense fuck ton of farming to get and to craft and to make, and also an absurd amount of skill to put together. But that stuck with you when you died, which was really nice. EverQuest had spells certain classes had specifically meant to make corpse runs easier. Necromancers can literally summon people's corpses. Oh, cool. Okay, 2 paths is time. Hopefully you're okay. I'll be up here. I just noticed the minimap kind of tells you where stuff is. How we doing? Yeah, not great.
Pump.
I'm trying. No. Yeah, destroyed. Damn. It's tough when it's two completely opposite and they're long fucking routes like that with a lot of dead space. That's just bad luck. Also, a corpse dragging mechanic where if you gave someone permission, they can dive into where you died and drag your body to you. Nice. You've broken D&D with your high off necromancer as the DM had to take you aside and nerf you. Like, look, man, you're too powerful. That can happen sometimes. Asheron's Call is really good, though. It did so many things right that I just really loved. There wasn't really a level cap. Technically, it was 126, but you'd still gain experience afterwards. And the experience you dump into your skills to make them stronger. And as you level the skills, they required more and more experience. So, like, if you wanted to... If you ever had your account hacked or anything like that, you would notice that they probably put all of your available experience into something stupid like jump or run or just, like, throwing or something just fucking worthless. It's like, well, my character is fast as hell now, but, Ooh, strongbox. So, I'm a pretty big fan of the strongboxes. These are basically just an item that you can put, or, well, they're just a strongbox that spawns in the world, but, like, they're influenced by Scrolls of Wisdom and the orbs and all that kind of stuff, so you can kind of customize them a little bit. Like, this is technically a magic item, so guarded by a pack of magic monsters, I could add an orb of alteration to give it new random modifiers. So now it contains 6 additional items and casts Ice Nova, and then I could, you know, do other fancy shit with it. Or give it, like, an orb of Scouring to bring it back to white, and then I could give it an orb of alchemy to bring it up to yellow or something like that. And it's neat. I like it. I think it's a cool thing. That Ice Nova came way later than I expected. Okay, that was really absurdly easy. The 6 additional items, don't know what they were, but it looks like it was generally crap, so oh well. You had a natural 20 intelligence, and every level you gain 2 intelligence, and everything the Necro has runs from intelligence. Oh god. So you just got, like, bullshit strong. So, like, how's that work in D&D then if you're a Necromancer? Does that mean that, like, your summons are also really fucking strong because of your intelligence score? So you summon just, like, a basic familiar, but it's actually a complete badass? Never played D&D, but always interested.
I cannot carry this.
Can't carry this massive fucking longbow in my tiny ass pack. Yeah, I don't blame you. Thing's pretty freaking huge. Take it though, it's yellow. It'll sell well. D&D gets funny when min-maxing characters, just like going to the extremes and really pushing it. There's Fairgraves. Hello, Fairgraves.
Till we meet again.
Wants me to find the All-Flame for some reason. I don't know. Something, something. Ghost Sailor, Lost at Sea, All-Flame, Lantern. I don't know. Does anybody care? I don't. Nobody usually does.
The ancestors watch over me.
Oh, level 15. This is a fancy talent. At some point we'll find jewels, and the jewels can be modified and upgraded with orbs and stuff like that, and they go into these sockets. Some of them have really specific requirements, like it has to have so much intelligence nodes within a radius. So obviously that would be terrible here because there's kind of none. Like way out there maybe, but that's too far. I don't think any of them would reach. I guess this would count in this, I suppose. That's about it though. We'll get to that later on, though. So, something to grab, but not right now. I think next act is when I start finding those. Barbarians and martial classes especially get funny in D&D when min-maxing when a player pumps down int to 7 or something. Like, with a 7 in int, you don't even know how to spell or do basic math. Oh god. But you're just absurdly strong in some other way, though. Ooh, hybrid flask. Never used them, but...
I cannot carry this.
Oh, come the fuck on, man. Just pick it up. Yeah, alright, I'll Tom Portal. Fine. At level 10, you had a large enough pile of bones, could summon up to 198 basic skeletons, and you didn't even have to do checks after a while. Holy shit. Small mana flask, small life flask, we can start merging those. Superior large mana flask. We'll put aside to sell. Superior, yeah, that just searches over there. Boots. Shield. And that's it. The rest of that can be sold. Okay.
Mervale dwells in the... Be well.
Starting to get somewhere. Ah, you're also quality. That's it, though. Okay. Vigilant Strike. Oh, yeah, that gave Fortify. Right, yeah, I don't really care too much about that. Blind Support. Maybe. Caustic Arrow. Not for me. Frost Bomb. Not for me. Let's get rid of those. Okay.
It would be wrong to do that here.
Okay. I right-clicked. You wanted to use Molten Strike in town? There we go. Hybrid Flask. It's not M. Shit. But like as soon as I rebind that, then I'm gonna be hitting tab all the time and it'll do nothing. I'll be like, what's wrong with this? Why isn't it working? Somehow I feel like slashing at water with a flaming sword wouldn't be very effective, but here we are. Oh yeah, banner. Cavern of Wrath. Not ready for it yet. We have an optional quest to do first, but I think there's waypoint in here to grab. Cool. And actually, because we're so far out in the middle of nowhere right now, I'll waypoint back to that zone to get back to where that waypoint is, because I feel like the cave is somewhere over here. Maybe. That was the entrance. Oh yeah, there it is. Down by Cassia. All the skeletons that also move or attack as a bonus move. Jeez. Sorcerer, Fighter, Arcane Archer was your preferred class. Things got pretty fun when you learn how to do like multi-shot and stuff, but that's pretty light, like level 13. Okay. There's a big downside to multi-classing though, I thought, at least in one of the versions. I guess if you do it right, you kind of get around with it still. Just get closer so she shuts up. Alright, nice little arena in here, I guess. Fine, sure. 2 portals, okay.
Divine power.
Just the one for now. I guess I'll give you fire.
The blight is trying to spread.
Ah, also down here. Okay, that's fine. Is there another one that we can do now? I think we unlocked the 4th tower. I don't know how or when. Just camping in front of the portal with everything. Jesus Christ. You can get around it by starting level 1 in a class, but that depends on your DM and the quest you are doing. Some people will allow you to pull multi-spec when you roll your character, other people won't. Did the math once, and starting Bard is pretty nuts because you get buttloads of points. Always prefer going RP heavy with your classes, with less combat focused abilities, but I can only imagine how annoying it is for like a barb or something when a wizard casts friends. Greater mana flask. 6% is for now. Alright, that was nice. Is that a little Dying Light melody type thing again? Yeah, shit. So did people already give up with Borderlands 3, by the way? I haven't really seen many people playing it at all, or really talking about it, or anything. Maybe people just aren't hyped because Epic Store? Like, I don't even know if it was good or not. Like, I want to check it out with my wife, but, like, it's still full price. The only thing that I had read about it was that it was very similar to like Borderlands 2, which is similar to Borderlands 1. Which is actually the point. So I don't really know if that counts. There's the All Flame. Some sort of shrine over there on that half. Do I care? A little bit. We'll check it out. Still feel like the sound volume is a little bit high. So after the DM took you aside, he offered you a choice: either limit my skeletons to like 10 or have them fight and evolve. Chose to evolve and got 2 fully armed and armored Death Knights. best part was we had a rogue in the team who convinced all the guards that they were just mute guards. Okay. Diamond Shrine. That's always deal crits. That's fucking gross. Anything for me to slaughter over here real quick? Alright, cool. Nice. Honestly, kind of assumed it was more of an MMO experience, so you didn't check any of the Let's Plays to see what Borderlands 3 is like. Seems well received, though. Okay. Yeah, because like when people complain that it's just like Borderlands 2, that's the point, though. That's they had something that worked really well. They just went with that and improved it a little bit. And I've said it before, but the intro cinematic of Borderlands 2 reflects that pretty heavily by being very similar to the first Borderlands game's intro cinematic, but just more. And that's what Borderlands 2 is. It's Borderlands 1, but more. So I assume Borderlands 3 to be the same, but some people took that negatively, and they had said that Borderlands 3 wasn't very good because of that. I don't know. I was gonna waypoint or town portal and then like way shrine back to town and take my town portal, but I think Fairgraves is just in the middle of nowhere. So running to the waypoint to then get back to town to take my town portal would just take longer, I think. Okay. Hello, Fairgraves.
Please.
Oh no, spooky undead pirate dude betrayed us. Oh no, hostile things. Come here, Fairgraves. What are you doing?
We remember you, Fairgraves. Your death will be much celebrated.
And okay. That's a fat chromatic. Maybe. I don't know about that. Weirdly enough, when it comes to games on the Epic Game Store, I'm most excited for Detroit Become Human. Wasn't that already out? I'm confused. Elaborate. PS4 title. Oh, it was a console game. Ah, okay. So it's porting to PC. Yo, Cassia, jeez, don't interrupt her. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Shut the hell up, Cassia. Unreal. All right. Let's do it. Two of them again. Yeah, we have a shock nova. Okay.
Let's see what this tower can really do.
There's gonna be a path up here, it looks like. No, okay, it's over here. You guys got it down there, maybe? Oh god, ignores summoning towers, resists elemental damage. What a nasty thing that is. Have some cold. Help you out a bit. Have a totem. Shit. Ugh. It got a bit hairy there for a moment, but we managed. Orb of Alchemy, Orb of Fusing, Orb of Transmutation. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. And some belts and a ring, I guess. I don't really care about the ring too much, honestly. Or the blue belt. The yellow one, though. 20% increased global physical damage, more life, fire, and cold resistant. Increased flask charge gain. I think it's a good one for a belt. I think people aim for that, maybe. And increased flask mana recovery rate. Huh. It's a first David Came game that's actually kind of good somehow. Would be super up for a Yeti Detroit stream or Let's Play. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know anything about it. I know that it's got, it's like a choose your own adventure type thing though, right? With like branching stories and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I know nothing. Maybe. Could be something to check out. Is there a date on that? Because I don't really have a, I don't have a release schedule or anything like that. Like, I have no fucking clue what the hell I'm doing with my channel or what to Let's Play. Just...
Welcome, husband. We knew in our hearts that you would find us. Come, Doresso. Ambrosia and Amarissa must meet their father. Come, my love. Return to your family.
Fun fact, there's no special dialogue for bringing his heart to her. I thought there would be.